Hey there, friend. Are you new to the hobby of Warhammer 40,000 and want to find a Space Marine army? One that takes the warmongering of the Black Templars, the overachieving drive of the Blood Angels, and the casual disgust for weakness of the Iron Hands? Well, buddy, do I have a chapter for you.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
ZX Spider-Man Commodore 128 and 64. I hit the floor, I hit the shore. Got game skills from days of yore. I close the deck, computer rolls, play until my hands are sore.
Welcome to Beefsnake Nerdcast. I'm Bolter. We are back and looking at another chapter of Space Marines from the Imperium of Man, namely the Angels Encarmine, a successor chapter to the noble and batshit Blood Angels chapter. This is the second time in a row I've had to do a Blood Angels successor chapter. Sanguinius works in mysterious ways, I suppose. So the Angels Encarmine have been around since the Second Founding, which is just after the Horus Heresy, a big galactic civil war that crippled the Imperium from the knees down. Now, the Angels Encarmine seem to really appreciate their Blood Angels heritage, to the point where they just kept the color scheme. That's right, they're just blood red with black trim just like the Blood Angels. The difference, though, is in their heraldry, which is a single teardrop with bat wings. Haha, real creative, guys. But where they might look the same, they are definitely not the Blood Angels. See, the Angels Encarmine are constantly chasing greater and greater glories, throwing themselves into every engagement they can as often as possible. They don't take breaks, they don't resupply and reinforce, and they have a I'll sleep when I'm dead mentality when they go into glorious combat. Now, it's suspected that this is one of the genetic curses brought on by Sanguinius, their gene father. The curse called the Red Thirst, a strong, unrelenting, and very literal bloodlust. And this constant drive for superiority in combat might be how it manifests in the Angels Encarmine. Now, this all might sound cool and decidedly gives the Angels Encarmine a lot of honors and accolades, more so than most chapters can hope to achieve, especially if they're a smaller chapter, which the Angels Encarmine definitely are. You see, Space Marines are tough as all hell. They need less food, less downtime, and less sleep than mere mortal humans like you or I. But they do tire. They do need to eat, and they do need to sleep eventually. To the Angels Encarmine, these facts are inconvenient. They do not take time to rebuild, repair, or recover, meaning that they have barely been at chapter strength, 1,000 Marines, since their founding over 1,000 years ago. Some Blood Angel fans out there might have noticed that I haven't mentioned the second curse of their late, great, and fabulous gene father, Sanguinius, the Black Rage. The Black Rage is a devastating mental affliction, and those chapters descending from the Blood Angels, like the Flesh Terrors or the Angels Encarmine, are prone to fall to it. They will be cursed to live out the last moments of Sanguinius himself. They become completely detached from reality, a frothing mad berserker, blind to the world around them, lashing out at everyone and everything, and screaming the name of the arch-traitor Horus, until they are eventually put down. It's a bit of a problem. Now, those who fall to the Black Rage and don't die on the battlefield get put into something called a death company. The Angels Encarmine have two distinctions to their death companies. The first is they are clad in alabaster white armor instead of the standard black. And the second is that their death companies are startlingly large. See, Space Marine chapters are normally made up of 1,000 Astartes, broken up into companies of 100 Marines, so 10 companies. Usually the death companies are made up of a handful of battle brothers that fell to the Black Rage here and there. The Angels Encarmine never have less than 30 battle brothers in a death company. That's a squad that's not expected to survive their next engagement. That's 3 out of every 100 Angels Encarmine in a death company. And that's on top of their huge losses that they normally maintain. All in all, they operate at about half the standard capacity of a normal chapter, only about 500 Marines. Good thing they don't follow the rules. They operate, well, like the Blood Angels, and that works to their favor, using fast attacks, high mobility tactics, and close-range, glorious melee combat. Dropping the Death Companies in to mash hardened positions and break defenses. On top of that, they call their leader Castellan, not Chapter Master, which is kind of neat. The Angels Encarmine are a chapter that sits in an unfortunate place. They are always on the brink of destruction, they are not visually distinct, and their attitude of both glory hounding and reviling weakness in everyone else is not really pronounced enough to make them stand out. To make matters worse, a lot of these things I just named are already defining aspects of other, more well-known Space Marine chapters, leaving them with very little as a defining identity. Hell, even their name, Angels Encarmine, doesn't do them any favors, as 1/10 of all Space Marine chapters is a something angel or angel something, if not the Emperor's something. So that name is not helping. Thank you for tuning into Beef Snake Nerdcast. I've been Bolter. If you like this video, I have more Warhammer 40,000 videos on my channel. Please like and subscribe if you want to support what I'm doing here, and follow me on social media in the links below. Tune in next time when I talk about Gundam Seed Destiny. Oh boy!